It has been 25 years of unbroken civil rule in Nigeria. Since Nigeria transitioned from military rule to democratic rule in 1999, what are the gains and challenges so far? In separate interviews with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, some Nigerians gave their assessment of Nigeria's development and progress in key areas. They say the developmental pace in areas of governance, economy, and other areas leaves much to be desired.
It has been uh, uh, both bad and good stories. The good story aspect has to do with the consistency in our democratic governments so far since 1999, I guess. Yes, June 12, 1993, gave a lot of us, we were still young then, a lot of us hope that better things, better days, then were still coming. But it's unfortunate that we kept on hoping till now, and we are yet to get to the promised land. We are yet to get to the promised land. So many things has happened. In terms of the cost of living, when you say you are expecting dividend of democracy, this is not what we expect.
Our democratic political dispensation is largely fueled by three things: money, corruption, and poverty. Over the past few years, we have seen that the avenue to any political leadership is determined by the amount of money. In terms of position that you can even have, it depends on how much you can afford. And when you get there, you have the means to recover your wealth and ensure that you will no longer see poverty. Meanwhile, you continue as a leader, as a political leader, to impoverish the generality of the population and then use them to continue to maintain you in office. It's a very interesting culture, and I foresee that many African countries will copy us. If you look at the trend in some African countries, they are copying Nigerian political economy of poverty, of corruption, fueling political leadership. It's very unfortunate, but that's the trend and that's the way we are going.
Democracy is for the people, by the people, for the people. And, we can't say we are faring badly, sincerely, but much is expected from the successive government. I personally prefer the democracy should be nurtured, and we should not, for whatever reason, compromise democracy. By all means, we should not encourage military takeover. Much is expected from this regime, honestly. And though they are telling us to all calm, to be watchful, and to be to expect so much from him, but honestly, things are bad. Things are bad. Salary has not increased. My salary is not enough to take me home.
I sympathize with the workers. Somebody like people like us, we are agitating for a living wage. But actually, our own focus should be governance. The cost of governance should be, prone down. You understand? We don't need two legislative arm of government at the federal level. And their allowances must be reduced. Same goes for the presidential system of government and down the line. So if we're able to cut down our expenses, I believe things will be better.
They prefer ways to chart a better course for Nigeria.
At the bottom of all of these problems that I've itemized is corruption. Why is it that we cannot refine our fuel in our 25 years of democracy, of uninterrupted civil rule, why is it that we still have to be importing refined fuel if it is not corruption? What turnaround do we need to do to this refinery that has evaded our ability or our knowledge or our capability? Is it the money that we don't have? Is it the technology that is required that we don't have? All of these can be traced down to corruption. Our cost of governance is also very, very high. So if we must get there, we need to cross these hurdles. The government needs to show that the political will to tackle corruption. Let us see corrupt politicians being made to face the wrath of the law. Let us see it. That's the only thing that can serve as deterrent. We need to do something. Otherwise, we will continue to run round in circle without really getting anywhere. We need to include skill acquisitions in our curriculum, in schools. We need to be very sincere about financing our technical colleges. We need to imbibe or we need to develop maintenance culture. We need to go back to agriculture.
Number one, which is more important and which is we call across all spheres, is food on the table. If there's any palliative they should do, it is not giving us 3 days to go to work. It should be palliative on food. I don't know how they're going to do it. Let there be palliative of food. That is, let food of all categories be affordable by dictum and what and Harry. After that, sincerely, let them do our roads, let them fix our hospitals, and let there be electricity. After that, they can be buying SUV 1 billion pounds. I don't mind. When all these basics are met, let president be riding on jets. I don't mind.
It is really difficult to be optimistic. It's very difficult. The political elite of Nigeria benefits from the situation as it is. The followership is dejected, oppressed, and feeling totally incapacitated to determine its own direction in the future. How far can people be oppressed until they decide that enough is enough? That is probably the only avenue left for us. I do not support any change that comes through the military or in any way that you have some military leadership taking over the country. That has never proven to be a way out.
The reason for the June 12th, the promises and everything, the blood that was spilled, so many people died defending the democracy. Though we are still, the consistency is still there, but it's unfortunate that we are not enjoying the dividend of democracy. That's the sad aspect. And I believe if we are able to, really get committed, both followers and the leaders, we have to come together, reason together, come to a rallying point and solve this problem once and for all. Yes, my advice to every one of us is to still be hopeful that things will get much better. They kept promising us renewed hope. You understand? From 1993 now to renewed hope. We pray that the renewed hope will be realized.
Though they say the political economy of corruption, poverty, high cost of governance, and rising cost of living plague the nation, Nigerians are hopeful for a better future.